Hello, happy Vlogmas. Hello from Geek Squad appointment headquarters and dog food headquarters. That's what's going on today. I have to make Olive's dog food, which I make from scratch, and I make giant batches of it so that I have like 2 months worth of dog food, and I portion it out and I stick it in our freezer and we defrost as needed. So that is what I'm doing today. I have run out of Olive's dog food. She has enough for like tonight or something like that, but today would be a good day to do it because I'm also waiting around for my Best Buy Geek Squad delivery / installation. I did get sucked into a couple of Black Friday deals, including a new laptop. More on that later. But I bought a new laptop and I also bought a new TV for our bedroom, which is also known as my lair. It's nice since being in this house, our bedroom is purely just a bedroom, which is really nice because if you've been watching me for a while, you've seen how usually our bedroom has had to be like a shared space for something else for many years, whether that was my office, James's office. It's always been like a communal space for something else. But finally, I have a bedroom that is just a bedroom, and it is so nice back there. You know, come nighttime, that is where I wind down. It's like as soon as Roman goes to bed, I am back in my bedroom reading books with YouTube on in the background or like an ambiance in the background or whatever. So for a while now, I had a small little TV that was just on top of like a little cabinet that I put all of our shoes into, which I've cleaned out and I've scooted over. And that little TV I've now put into our back house, which is what we purchased it for originally. It was just like a cheapy little smart TV for guests in our back house guest room situation. But I brought it into the house because I was like, oh, wouldn't that be nice while I'm like reading a book back here to actually like have something on in the background. So that's what I've been using for months now, and I've just really enjoyed it. Finally, I realized, you know, it'd be nice if I mounted this TV up on the wall there because there's a perfect spot for a mounted TV directly in front of the bed there. And then I realized that TV was such a cheap, small little TV. It's not really meant for mounting. It's got a really deep sort of back on it. In the back of my mind, I had always thought I wanted to upgrade that TV so that I could mount it and then move the shoe cabinet out of the way so that I have nice open walking space. Yeah, got roped into a Black Friday deal. And while I was getting the TV, I thought, you know what? Let's get the mounting. Let's get the Geek Squad to come and just set it up and mount it for me because I'm not going to do it. James is too busy to do it. That's what's happening later today, and I'm very excited. So the TV that I got is just slightly bigger than the one, at least I think it is from what I measured. It's just slightly bigger from the one that was already in there. So it's not like it's a massive TV or anything crazy, but I think it will be really nice once it's like mounted up in that space, you know, come nighttime. So I'm really looking forward to it. It just feels like a little treat, and I'm really excited. So I was setting up my bedroom for that, just clearing stuff out of the way, making sure that the Geek Squad can come in and get all that installed. Of course, I have like the worst installation window humanly possible from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. today. And at some point in between there, I need to get my kid from school. So I don't know how that's going to play out. I'm really hoping he comes at like the 2 p.m. mark. It's weird because they called me yesterday and they said it was between 10 and 3, which I was very excited about. And then I'm getting text messages that are now 2 to 6. So while that's going on, I'm making Olive's dog food. You would have seen me boil a massive pile of chicken. So that is what has happened. That is part one. I'm getting the chicken out of the pot now and into my massive bowl over here. This is a multi-step process making this dog food here. Step one is I boil the chicken and then I leave the water in the pot and I get the boil in a bag white rice and I put that into this water. So it kind of gets like a chicken flavor. I don't know, I haven't eaten it, but I'm assuming it gets a chicken flavor because you can see the fat in this water here. So it's kind of like cooking it in like chicken broth, and I'm able to repurpose my water in my pot here. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm taking my chicken out, or Olive's chicken out, I should say. Taking Olive's chicken out, and then I'm gonna start boiling some rice. Then after that, I have 4 bags of sweet potatoes that I need to roast, but I was trying to roast it closer to when my Geek Squad window is so that my house smells like sweet potato and not like boiled chicken. In between throughout the day, I'm hoping to get laundry done. I have a bunch of laundry done. I just need to put it away, which is the worst part, right? That's the worst part. And then continue to pack up Etsy shop orders. I have quite a few orders still to go from my Black Friday sale. Thank you so much if you have purchased something. I don't know if the sale will be over by the time you see this video. I don't know, but there's lots of new fun stuff in the shop, and online classes are discounted until December 6th. So I'll leave a link for you down below. But yeah, I still have orders to pack up. So I'm going to go work on that in between doing the dog food here. Did I need to buy another book today? Absolutely not. Did I buy one anyways? You betcha. Well, I bought two, technically, but I'm not going to show you the other one because it is actually a gift for a friend. I need to put together at some point my bestie's birthday present. Her birthday was last weekend, but I just haven't seen her. But I need to actually put it all together. I have a pile of things that I've just been accumulating for the last month or so. So at some point I will show you the little gift I'm putting together for her because she is my fellow bookish friend. This is Allie, who I buddy read everything with. So I would show you what I got her, but I'm going to hold off on that because she watches my videos. So, hey girl, hey. I did, however, okay, so let me backtrack. It's been a day. I did get the TV installed in our bedroom. I will show you that. It is very exciting. It is so exciting. What a delightful little upgrade, and it fits the wall perfectly. I am thrilled. I do need to get a thing to hide the cord, but beyond that, it's great. I'm living my best life back there. And it's exciting to think that now that I have a laptop, I can sit back there and work in bed if I want to, with mood lighting and ambiance in the background, and just have a whole vibe back there, especially when I'm in mom mode. I'm doing laundry. It's very close to our washer and dryer. So I can be folding laundry back there while I have the door open and Roman's in the backyard. And I spend a lot of time back there. So I'm just really happy. My lair is coming together. That got set up. Yesterday, I spent most of the day packing up orders. So I was finishing up packing the rest of my Black Friday Etsy orders. So that got all done. I was also editing videos. I'm behind on editing videos, but I got the last YouTube video up, the studio vlog. I really wanted to get that off my plate because I was filming it the same time that I've been doing Vlogmas, and it's just my brain cannot compute all of that at one time. So that is done. So I didn't vlog much yesterday because I was having a really productive day. So that was that. This morning was up early because Roman had a winter sing performance. It was so cute watching the kids in like their holiday best, singing their little holiday songs. It was adorable. Tears in my eyes, the sweetest thing ever. Oh my gosh, you just want to bottle up their little voices. It's just so sweet. So Roman did a great job. He was also just so excited that we were there and that he got to perform. The kid loves being on stage. It was very cute. After that, I did a little work in my planner, just trying to get my planner situated for the rest of the month, kind of working on some layouts and things for the next few weeks. So I was doing that and filming that for a Patreon planner with me video. Then I took a pause on that because I need groceries. We're going to be around the house a lot this weekend, so I needed to do a big grocery run for that. So went to Trader Joe's, and my Trader Joe's is conveniently located next to a Barnes & Noble. So that is why I popped in just to see. And I did see a book that I was like, I have to get this for Allie. I have to. I'm forcing her to buddy read this particular book with me. We'll talk about it another day. But while I was there and I was perusing the tables, just yesterday I had updated my like want to read list on Goodreads, which is like insane, right? Like my Goodreads is just where I like brain dump books, right? If someone recommends a book or whatever, I'll just throw it into my to be read thing on Goodreads. It doesn't mean that I own the book. That would be insane. But I feel like just earlier this week I was watching something. I don't know where I got this recommendation, but I got the recommendation for this book, Long Live Evil by Sarah Rees Brennan. And gosh, I love this cover so much, but I saw it on a table and it's a signed edition. So I was kind of like, this is crazy. I just put this in my Goodreads and this is a signed copy. Like it's actually signed. It's not like a printed signature. Like she used a pink sparkly gel pen to sign the inside of this. So I thought, you know what? Let's do it. I just dumped this into Goodreads, kind of a weird sign meant to be. So I did pick up this book for myself. Not that I needed it, but here we are. And also Leigh Bardugo has a blurb on the front, which I am a fan of Leigh Bardugo. So, there's quite a number of blurbs on the back of this here. I don't know. It just seems like a really good time. I've heard good things. Again, it came up as a recommendation earlier this week. I'm not going to pass up on a signed edition. Plus, I love this cover. There were quite a number of books that I'd never seen before. What was that one? There was one called like Dating Dismemberment. I don't know. I loved the cover of that book. It looked really cool, like the illustration style. But yeah, so I just ate some lunch. I had some Trader Joe's sushi, which is actually pretty good. It's actually pretty decent. I've got some coffee here, and what I want to do now is start to film more videos. I'm in the mood to film videos, and I'm in the mood to like do some art, which is great. That doesn't always hit all the time, so I want to do that. Should I be painting gremlins? Yes. Am I going to do that this weekend? Yes. What I'm going to do instead is that I still have some Patreon videos I need to film for this month, specifically my sketchbook club video for the month. So what I want to do is, let me get them. What I want to do is film my Battle of the Black Brush Pen video. I think I've talked about this in a vlog at some point. I have been on the hunt for a better brush pen. There is one that I use that I really love. I love the tip of it. I like the ink. Like the saturation of the ink in it is really great. It applies really nicely, but it is water soluble, and that is a problem. So I've done a bunch of research. I've gotten a bunch of recommendations. I have this big old pile of black brush pens, and I'm going to film a video for my little sketchbook club of testing out all these brush pens and finding one that sort of marries my two current brush pens that I use together in one. I'm not looking for recommendations, by the way. I have, again, this massive pile in front of me, but the one that I use a lot is this one, which I did get an extra one of these. The Sign pen from Pentel in the extra fine tip. This is the pen that I'm talking about that I use a lot, but unfortunately is not permanent ink. The other brush pen that I use a lot is the Copic Nylon Gas Infuta brush pen, which you guys have heard me talk about these. I'll try to link to stuff down below. You've heard me talk about this pen, and what I'm trying to do is find a marriage of these two pens. I'm very particular about my brush tips. It has to be very fine and detailed, which is what I get with this Pentel pen, which is great. The ink needs to be really nice and dark and saturated, which I get with both of these, but I really need permanent ink. Just with all the water media I tend to use with my illustrations, it just would really be more beneficial. If you guys remember, for the longest time, I actually would do a lot of my black outlining with liquid acrylic ink that I would put into a palette, and then I would literally just use a detail brush and just paint it. I'm looking for that sort of feeling in a pen, which is why I like this so much, because it feels like a paintbrush. So I need something that's really flexible, individual bristles, nylon bristles or whatever, not a felt brush pen, because I need it to feel like a paintbrush. That is the feeling that I'm trying to mimic there. And it's just more of like a convenience thing, right? I'm tired of using actual liquid ink and like a palette and brushes and all that shenanigans. It's a lot faster if I have a pen that can do that for me. And I'm just trying to find one that I really like that kind of resonates with me here. So I have a whole assortment of pens that I have purchased that I've been hoarding. I started this process in September, October, when I was doing Peachtober. And it made me realize, you know what? I really need to find something that works a little bit better for me. But look, if I have to go back to just figuring it out with these two, I will. But it could be fun kind of exploring some other options. So that is what I'm going to be doing here. I'm going to film this for my sketchbook club over on Patreon. It's part of the $15 tier. They get an exclusive video. And actually starting next year, they're going to start getting 2 exclusive videos, a sketchbook club video, as well as a tarot video. I am now going to be doing lots of tarot journaling on Patreon, because that's what my patrons wanted to see. We did a vote and everyone's really excited for it. And that is what we're going to be doing. So I'm looking forward to that in the new year here. Anywho, I'm going to set up my camera, get my mic on, and start tearing into some of these pens and see how this shakes out. Hello and welcome to the lair. I've got the cozy vibes going. I can't wait to like add more to this room. Don't mind my pile of laundry over there. I can't wait to add more to this room, like paint in here, hang more things on the walls, just really continue to make it as cozy as I can. Just to show you the TV situation here. As you can see, we've got the new TV setup over here. I need to hide the cord, but my gosh, it is such a vibe. Oh, there we go. Now you're getting the full effect of it. But look at how it like fits the space like perfectly. That little spot there was meant for a TV. Also in the lair with me, aka my bedroom, are 2 very needy dogs. I have Dante on my lap here. I have Olive over here. She's very snorty. Let's see if we can get a snort. She's like, what is this thing in my face and why do you keep doing it? Listen, overall today, I had a very productive day. Getting the groceries done, doing my planning and working at my planner, getting my groceries done and put away. I did start working on that sketchbook club video, and I'm really happy with how that all kind of came together, both in testing out the pens and the artwork. Like, I really like what I'm actually doing in my sketchbook. It's been a really enjoyable process to make, and I think the final result will also be really cool. That's always a win when I have a concept for a video in my brain and it all comes together in the end. That's always a good thing. Yeah, so I was working on that for a while. Got the kiddo from school, brought him back home, brought in packages, made dinner for everybody, had dinner. The boys now have gone out to go get ice cream, and I am here by myself for like a measly 10 to 15 minutes here so that I can just kind of chill. So I came back here to take a look at all my books, my book situation, because I did finish a book last night. I, of course, don't have it here with me. This is my current pile. This is the current pile of things that I'm going through. But last night I finished Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. I feel like I was really dragging reading that book, man. I don't know. Okay. I'm going to keep this quick very quick review. I love Elsie Silver. I really enjoy her books a lot. I read all of the Chestnut Springs books this year. Elsie Silver is actually my most read author. I've read 7 of her books this year. But the Chestnut Springs series is fantastic. Like, those books are all pretty good. Like, they're very enjoyable. There's definitely a couple of 5 stars in there for me that I really loved. Book 1 and 2 particularly. But this new series that she's been doing, the Rose Hill series, right? So it was like Wild Love was the first one, and then this is the second one. I just finished Wild Eyes. Both of them were very meh for me, like 3-star reads. And even like when I finished it last night, I was like, was that like a 2.5 for me? I don't know. It started off really well, and then like the spice was kind of weird. I don't know. If you've read that book, you know what I'm talking about. And I am all for spice, okay? This Scorpio girly over here loves me some spice in my romance books. But the spice got a little weird, and I just was like, I don't know. It was more of a character thing, less of like what they were actually doing. It just seemed like it like took me out of it, I think is maybe what I'm getting at. Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed like the spice scenes really kind of came out of left field. No, they didn't come out of left field. It was a very slow burn. Like, I was waiting for it to happen. But when it did, the spicy scenes just didn't fit their personalities to me. So it just felt like, whoa, okay, this is what we're going in this direction. Okay. And it just kind of threw me off a little bit. So I don't know. That whole Rose Hill series has kind of been like very mid for me. And I'm not sure. I will still read the 3rd book in the series that's coming out, I think, in April or March or something like that. It comes out early next year. I will probably still read that. But yeah, I just was kind of like, ugh. So I feel like I was really dragging on that book a lot, but I got it done last night. I'm trying to read as many books as I can this month, just in the finale of 2024. I have already hit my reading goal for this year, which was 50 books. So Wild Eyes was book 51. And I'd like to, if I could get to like 55 books by the end of this month, that would be nice. I feel like that's very doable, but we'll see. So my currently reading Caraval, whatever. I'm reading this book by Stephanie Garber. I'm pretty far along. I'm about at the halfway point. So this is probably what I'm going to be turning my focus to here. It is enjoyable. I do find it a tad repetitive. I started reading this because I want to eventually get to the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, but I know you kind of want to read these first just because it kind of sets things up. And I think there's a character from this series that's in that one, I think. So that was kind of the motivator to read this. Also, I was told that because I liked Phantasma so much that I should read this. And I definitely see why. It's 2 sisters in a fantastical world trying to solve puzzles and win games or win the whole game basically to earn a wish. Story structure in that regards, and same sort of thing of where like her sister has gone missing and she's trying to find her sister. I like the guy that's in this quite a bit. I don't know if he's the love interest for her. I don't know, but they kind of tag along together. I like him quite a bit. The world is very interesting, how things are described. You can see I even have a couple pages tabbed because I find the world building very interesting. The thing that is bothering me with this book is the repetitive internal dialogue. Our main character repeats a lot of the same things in her head over and over and over again. And I'm like, I get it. Okay, we know, I get it. So that's kind of the one thing on this. And I'm hoping maybe that it mellows out a little bit. I don't know, but it just weakens her character so much because that dialogue is so repetitive. And maybe, is this YA? Is that part of it? That's the one downside. But overall, I'm still enjoying it. Is it like blowing my mind? No, but I'm enjoying it. But because I'm halfway on this, I've made such a big dent. I would like to kind of turn my focus on this one for sure. Also in the pile is Gold. You guys, if you've been watching my previous vlogs, always just assume that I'm reading a plated prisoner book. I read half of these physically, and then I also read it on my Kindle. So I've been reading most of this on my Kindle, but just always assume this is my nighttime Kindle book because it is. I think this is book 5. This is book 5 in the series. Great series, highly recommend. It is a grand old time. The other book that I have started, and I am now rereading for the 3rd time, is Fourth Wing. I am doing a reread of Fourth Wing in preparation for the 3rd book, Onyx Storm, which is coming out in January. So I'm trying to get through Fourth Wing. Again, this will be my 3rd time reading this book. And then I'm going to read Iron Flame. again. And I know I have to read Iron Flame because so much happens in that book. Both so much happens and nothing happens in that book. My God. I have to get through that because there's just so much stuff that I don't remember. And I really want to be primed and ready for the third book, because I think the third book for me is really going to be the make it or break it of whether or not I continue this series. Because this is supposed to be a 5-book series. And Iron Flame was such a flop for me. It was just such a flop for me. And I'm already I'm partially dreading the reread, but I'm also kind of looking forward to it because I have such a fresh eyes and perspective on it. And my expectations are on the floor. Maybe it will go a little bit better for me. I don't entirely know, but I just know if book 3 doesn't hit, I'm probably done with these books. It's just so hard because the first one is so amazing, and you can see through my multiple rereads, I have annotated the heck out of this thing. So it's really fun to read sort of the previous things that I have written in this, both the first time and the second time that I wrote it. And I have all sorts of fun notes and stickers and post-it notes and highlights and things in here. So it's really kind of fun seeing that. It's probably my most annotated book that I have outside of maybe Ninth House. Ninth House is also heavily annotated. So this is my current buddy read with my bestie Allie. We are both trying to get through book 1 and 2, so we are ready for book 3. So I'm trying to just do a little chunk of that every night. The new one that I've added to my pile that I'm hoping to start and get through is My December Darling by Lauren Asher. How cute is this cover? It just got me. It's so cute. It's a little Christmas novella. I like that it's short. I feel like I'll be able to knock this out really quickly. Lauren Asher's books are just fun, easy. I actually really enjoyed the Dreamland Billionaire series, which again, is the writing phenomenal, life-changing literary fiction? No, not at all. They are just cozy, fun little romance books, and I'm here for a good time to be just distracted from life, right? So I'm looking forward to this, and again, the cover just sucked me in, and it's short. It's a short little baby novella. So I did want to try to read at least one Christmas romance book this year of some sort. I have actually a decent little stash of them that I've found from free little libraries that I've just kind of held on to. So maybe I'll get to another one at some point this month. But again, this is just TBR. This is physical TBR pipe dreams that's just not ever going to actually come to fruition. So there you have it. There's the pile. It's a good looking pile, if you ask me. And now that I've sat here talking the whole time, I'm sure James and Roman will come barreling in here. But that said, however, I am going to wrap up this little Vlogmas video here because you know what? I have a lot going on this weekend, most of which I'm going to vlog for Patreon. We have quite a bit of family sort of things happening this weekend, so I thought that it might kind of be better to vlog it for Patreon. We're going to be getting our Christmas tree this weekend. We're going to be doing some Christmas decorating. I will be painting gremlins. I'll probably film that for YouTube so you guys can see the gremlin painting progress. And then kind of fun Saturday night, we're going to go do something really cool on a battleship. I'll leave it at that. I'm pretty excited about it. But yeah, that's the latest. Pretty mundane little Vlogmas video. But anywho, thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, how about we leave a little dog paw, some dog paws, and maybe like a bone? Is there a bone emoji? Or a dog food bowl? Or a bowl? Something for all that dog food I made. The 2 months worth of dog food that I made for Olive that I'm quite proud of. Some sort of emoji for that so that I know you're a real one and you made it to the end. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, subscribe for more. Like this video if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.